All right, so next thing we want to do is dim these floors and get them in the right place. So let's do that. I did put a PDF up on Canvas under AA 3.3, and it is called, where is it? Oh, Project Plan Dim. So if you download that, you can go to your working and go to your Insert tab, right? And it's a PDF. You can just use it as a PDF, or you could change it to an image. I'm just going to use it as a PDF. And so I'm going to come in and go to my links images and grab that guy, right? And click open. And it's going to bring that in, give me the option to bring it in at a certain DPI. I don't know, I usually pick 150. It just seems to make the 72 sometimes is difficult to read. So you can place this wherever you want, kind of scale it down. It doesn't have to be the same size. It's really just here to be read. Like if you really wanted to bring it in, you could bring it in and kind of put it on top of this guy, you know? It just depends on how confusing that might be. So I'll just kind of put mine down below here. And we're going to start from the left and work our way to the right at the top. So I'm going to do this dimension string first here. And to discuss that, we're going to go from the face of the brick, because this is existing. And then on the assemblies, we're going to go and select the core, right? So typically you would start here and work your way across, hitting all of these cores, because that's the way the framer is going to lay those out, right? So that's what we'll do. So if I come up here, I can go to my annotate and aligned. And if I come over here, it will pick the wall face here. You can see up here in my status bar, I can pick the faces of core and it will look for those first. So since there's this is the whole core, it picks that. And then my next dimension, I think, where does it go to? It goes to the face of the core of this wall, right? And then the next one goes to the outside of the other one, right there. And then this one goes to there and to the outside and outside. All right, so it goes from here, and I haven't drawn this one all the way over to here. And then I'm just going to click on nothing, right? And then I'm going to adjust where these walls are. So let's go take a look. So this is 15 foot 2.5. So to adjust where they are, you just come in and pick the wall you want to move, because I don't want to move the brick wall. So I pick the one I want to move and just 15.2.5, right? And it'll move that over. And then the next one is 1511, right? So make sure that you have the dimensions going to the correct place, and that you, if I were to pick 1511, pick this one, it would move this one this way and change that. So I need to pick this and go to 15 foot 11, right? And then the last one is 6 foot 2, and then 2 foot 8. All right, 6 foot 2. So this is 6 foot 2.5. Oops, so I had the wrong one picked. So I undo that. 6 foot 2.5. Right? And this, I believe, was 2 foot 8.5. Kind of made it a little bigger to give us some more space in the bathroom. But you should get the point. And then the next one, I'll do a vertical string. So I'll do this vertical string here. So it's going from I'll just go from the wall to this guy. We don't really need that. We only need really these first 4. So I'll do that. So I'll come in and go to aligned and pick here. And did I pick that one? I did. Okay. Yeah, I went ahead and got that one. And pick here, and pick here, and pick here, and pick here, right? And so now I'll just go see what I do. Probably 2 feet, 2 foot 1, 4 foot 2.5. So 2 foot 1, 4 foot 2.5, and then 7 foot 4.5, and 3 foot 6, and this would be 3 foot 6. Right? So you kind of get it. Now, there are a few things that I have not dimensioned, like where this wall goes to. So like if I go into aligned and I pick the face of this wall and go to the face of that wall, what I would do is go ahead and dimension these and then just make it even, like, and make it look close. So if I did 7 foot 7, right, that's pretty close. So it doesn't have to be exact, right? We can always adjust it later, but it shouldn't be like okay, so this guy got moved. We'll talk about that in just a second. But it shouldn't be some weird 256. So I moved this wall, right, and this guy is not sticking with it. So look what happens if I use my align command. So if I go to align and align to that, right, it'll pop it back into place. So if you get some offsets like that, sometimes if it gets slightly offset and you move one wall, like if I move this wall, you know, yeah, it is separating from that. So that's good. Sometimes you may have to separate and disallow the join, and we'll talk about that. But if I go to annotate again, you'll also want to do like from here to the end of that, right? And so, I don't know, it's a counter, so maybe like 2 foot 1 for right now. And again, you can always change these, right? So that one doesn't have one, and I think oh, this little guy right here. So align from there to there. Kind of make sure you don't like sit it right on a column. So sometimes you have to, so if I pick this and we'll just do 2 foot 1 here as well. Looks like it's a little long, but again, you can update it. Then you can always pull things out if it makes it more clear. That one seems okay. But that's basically what I want you to do. If I miss something, like where something ought to be, then go in and dimension it. Oh, I guess I need to know where this wall is. That would be helpful, right? So that is 20 foot 8 from the inside of this to the outside. So if I go from here to here, right, that's going to be 20 foot 8. And basically I just went around and kind of evened all these out. Now you do want to align this one with that one. So if I align with the face of that, you can actually lock it. You know, I think they're aligned. They may not be, but that's it. Okay, so now we've got our walls kind of set up. So next we'll come back and do the ceilings.